10 years ago, after serving in Iraq and Afghanistan, I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and it ended my army career overnight. I was pretty gutted about this, if I'm honest, because I had a guaranteed career until I was 55. I was good at it, and I've always wanted to serve our great nation. Now, with that label, I could have been a victim. I could have chosen to feel sorry for myself for the rest of my life, but I didn't, because I don't want to surrender, never. So what I did instead was I identified exactly where I was, where I wanted to be, and worked out the steps to get me from A to B. And that's an approach that I've taken ever since. Afterwards, I set up a small little veterans charity to help other people because I thought, you know what, if I can save one person through my experience, that's a win. It's not about mass numbers, it's just about that butterfly effect of connecting with the right person. And that's what's led me on to Nation of Sleepers now and writing a letter to Kier Starmer, asking him if he wants to reconsider his position. You see, already we've had 328 people sign it, and that's fantastic, that's incredible, that's far more than I thought I'd get. And you know what? If we keep pushing this out, if we keep signing it, if we agree, and also sharing it with others, we never know what we might be able to achieve. And actually, sometimes the pen is mightier than the sword. Now, if we want to work out how the hell we've ended up with Kier Starmer in the first place, I think what we need to do is go back into history again, because if we know where we were, where we want to get to, we can understand the steps from how to get from A to B. So, back to 1997. In my opinion, one man commenced a mission to destroy the United Kingdom at that point. And it wasn't with bombs, it wasn't with an invasion, but through ideology, deception and structural change. That man, yes, was Tony Blair. Who remembers that song that he came out on stage with, the D-Ream song, Things Can Only Get Better? Wasn't wrong, was he? Still relevant now. And you know what? 30 years on, with the benefit of hindsight, documents that have been released, admissions and consequences, the real question is no longer, did we know? The question now is, what do we know? Tony Blair, you see, he didn't arrive like a tyrant. He arrived smiling, young, modern, reasonable. And he promised this third way, and it was neither left nor right. But what Britain received instead was something far more sinister. Politics where truth became flexible, image replaced substance, and the power was centralised behind the scenes while the public was distracted with sound bites. Blair didn't overthrow Britain, he reprogrammed it. He didn't reform the Labour Party. What he did was he hollowed it out. You see, the working class were no longer relevant, so they weren't represented anymore. They were just managed because of the union subscriptions. Because what really happened was that national interest gave way to global alignment. Sovereignty was now an embarrassment. Tradition was something that had to quietly be updated or removed. And this was not an organic change either. It was a deliberate repositioning. Britain would no longer be rooted, in its